Alright, so we're going to cut the landing out now for the loaders to get in here on. I got my road kind of pushed out. This is probably going to be a completely separate video because this is going to be kind of long. I know a lot of y'all want to see in cutter action, and that's probably what this video will be all by itself. So in the previous video, y'all just saw me just get on my road area. Swing y'all back around here so y'all can see. You see on my road area in front of you, we are building a new landing area for a new job site. So what I just done is I pushed some trees up, got my road laid out for my trucks to come in here and set on, and now I'm going to make the area, cut out the area where the loaders are going to set to process the wood, the landing area. So first things first, you want to get yourself 90 degrees to your road. At least that's how I like setting my stuff up, to where I like being square. I like things being in straight lines. I like things being square. I don't like having weird, odd angles and all that other mess. It just kind of frustrates me. Truck driver passing by out there. There's another one going by. Anyway, I like to stay straight to my road, parallel. Shoot, typically I ain't never gonna make it. 15 years, I just don't know if I can do it. We'll give her hell trying. What you reckon?
Yeah, just take you a break, relax.
One of the truck drivers that used to work with us passing by up there on the blacktop. So anyway, I like to just stay nice and straight, keep my sets nice and square as possible. Just makes things look more aesthetically pleasing. You want to make sure you're getting all your stumps cut really, really low. Really, really low. Because this is where your skidder's going to be traveling the most at. You don't want him jumping stumps and everything else. Make sure any hardwood that you got to cut while you're cutting, you place it to the side separate from your pine. Well, there she goes. Might help if I turn my hydraulics back up to 100%. I had the hydraulics turned down to unload it off the low boy, and it just makes things a little bit smoother when it's not wide open. Alright, so we're almost as deep as I think I'm going to want to be. My ground is kind of spongy here, so y'all typically see me build just one great big pile. Watch this thing. Ah! Get out of the ground, son! That's that John Deere power for you. You also got to be looking out for obstacles, because I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but right through them bushes over there, there's a deer stand. But anyway, typically y'all will see me build one big pile with my pine. We're not going to be able to do that here because the ground is soft, so you want to travel as little as possible in the ground. That way you're not disturbing it ahead of your loaders being set up in it. Especially your little eliminator. I am getting close to needing some new teeth. So these type of hardwood trees that I'm cutting, they're like a soft hardwood. They're think their actual name or whatever you'll call them is called tallow trees. Tallow. I believe they come from China, Japan. They come from somewhere overseas. They're not native to America, and they love wet ground. In my area, anyway. They love wet ground. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's about as deep as I want to go. I have to turn around and look back. See, it's about as deep as I want to go. So now, since I'm out here, especially where the loaders are not going to be at, I'm going to turn myself. That the way the rows are running this time, they're going to fall out just about perfect as to how I'm going to want my set laying, the angles and everything going back towards the road. So I'm going to line myself up on one of these tree planted rows, and I'm going to cut 2 tree rows going this way, and I'm going to cut the tree row in front of me, and that's going to give me 5 rows, tree rows that I'm cutting going back towards the road, the blacktop, or where my trucks are going to be sitting. Stalled the saw out. Recover saw. There we go. It's a wood stopped up better. It's one of John Deere's biggest downfalls is the saw recovery. The saw recovery sucks on them. If they could fix that, they'd have something pretty competitive with, but I mean their machine is good. I'm gonna rephrase that. Their machine is just as competitive as the Tigercat stuff, but we're not getting into that argument. They both break. They're both good machines. It just depends on what you like working on more. Working on the best. Because you're gonna work on both of them. So I'm not sure yet how we're going to set the loaders up in here, but I can tell you this much: we're going to set the delimiter up in a completely funky manner that we've not seen before. I personally have only seen this particular way done a couple of times. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. But we're going to be, y'all know what a backward set is, where instead of us working from right to left, we're going to be working from left to right. So that means we're going to be set up in a reverse set. So we're going to have to set the delimiter up a little bit different, trying to help help increase his efficiency, just in case he has to delim all this by himself if we can't get the second loader in here. All my stuff back to this one side over here to where I know everything is cut and thrown out of the way. We're not processing the hardwood, by the way. We're not a hardwood pulpwood crew. We do not process it, just the pine. Again, back to that being neat thing, I'm pretty keen on keeping my landings nice and neat and square as I'm working. That way when the skidder gets here with the loader, all he's got to do is just, most of the time I try and get it to where all he's got to do is twist the loader in here and go to work. end up being one of those sets. It's like a holy hell set to get the eliminator set up in it. Hardwood that I'm throwing away. Cutting beside a blacktop like that, you always have to be vigilant for power lines and of course passing traffic that you can't see. That's always fun. Pretty spongy right there in that one spot. Just, I don't know if y'all can see the way the cutter dipped down. Alright, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to mark where I think I want my loader to sit. About here where we pulled that stump up a while ago, the other day. So I'm going to mark that out and I'm going to clean it. Make sure there ain't no existing stumps right there and it don't feel like there is. So I think we're good on that. Roll this junk out of the way. You can see the way the cutter's going down right there. It'll be fun to set the loader right there. So our delimiter is going to be sitting somewhere back over in here now. If you're new to the channel and not seen our delimiter, make sure you go find some of our other videos. Probably the one before or the video after this one, where it's we're setting it up. We're going to be setting it up in a complete new manner, trying something to help increase our loader's efficiency. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. So we got the landing cut out good enough now for the skidder to get the loader set up in here, and we can see what we have as far as overall room. And then I'll go from there as to how much more room we may need to add or take away eventually once we get everything over here. So now that I got this ready, we can't take away. We have, you either got what you got or you add to your set. Yeah.
We're gonna set this thing when I get there.
I'm just gonna say set on the shoulder of the road somewhere.
Ain't no damn shoulder here, crazy. I didn't have no wood underneath it. I actually had set it on that hill up there, you know. At the very top of the hill, that's where I set it at, and it was good enough to get back under it, but it wasn't no wood under it.
Sitting on the side, like on the edge of the blacktop of traffic, still pass or something till they get here.
Yeah, okay. Another road, first road to the right when you leave up here going back out. It's a gate there, a pretty wide road. I got it coming up on it right there. Just over there, you actually get by it, you know, to get to the gate and go in the gate if I need to. Obviously ain't no big truck.
So alright guys, we got everything ready to get the loader set up. So we got the job site set up, and now we gotta get the loaders in here and see how our experimental delimiter setup is going to go.
Reckon how good that ditch is.
Not very good. Thank y'all so much for watching today.
Okay.
Make sure y'all go down below, hit that subscribe button.
On this damn hill, don't think bad. The way these people drive around here, wide open.
Truck drivers won't shut up. Make sure y'all go down below, hit the subscribe button, comment if you got any questions. Give me a like. Make sure you share, and if you're looking for t-shirts, got t-shirts for sale on our website. Description down below, there's a link. Thank y'all so much. Until next one, we'll catch y'all next time.